Do you love old cars and trucks? Join us on Bring 'em Back to Life, where we search the salvage yards and backyards of America to find that gold mine of a parts car or that restorable gem in the rough. Come with us down memory lane as we elevate the status of our salvage yards to outdoor museums of automotive history.
Well, for those of you who know anything about antique Buicks, that engine tag right there says Buick on it. There's an engine that's in there, still complete with some exhaust and intake pipes. The front axle is in it, and it's got spoke wheels. The front bumper's laying there, which was knocked out of the support on the driver's side. There's a front fender with the spoke wheel over on this side. The cowl is there with the steering column. The transmission is in it. There's not much left in the back of the body, but it also has a spoke wheel. There's the fuel tank. What's left of the other spoke wheel. So, there you go. There's an early Buick. Not really ready for restoration, but hey, there's a few parts here. Well, this Packard got a big V8 in it. The instrument panel is pretty complete, along with the radio and the glove box. If you look over there, it says Packard. That sounded nice. Didn't intend for that. Somebody bought the tail lights. Well, a lot of good pieces, parts still on this old Packard. If somebody's looking for them, here they are.
Chick's Auto Parts on the front.
Yeah.
And on the back it says, "I want your body, Wallingford, Connecticut." He died at, last until 96 years old.
Your dad was 96.
When he passed away. He's the original.
And he was working right there at the workbench where you're working.
Right there.
Rebuilding a generator or a starter.
Yep.
Wow, that's neat. That's neat.
Yeah. So, good long life.
So in addition to running the salvage yard and scrap, you still restore and build?
Started do starters and generators. Alternators. Just mostly the older stuff. The new stuff you really can't get the parts anymore.
I know.
You know?
You can't get quality parts.
No.
Yep.
And a lot of stuff, if they don't make it big enough, they don't even reproduce it because there's not a market for it.
That's right. That's right. So when did your dad start the Chick's Auto Parts?
1934.
34. Right during the Depression.
Yeah, but then he went to World War II for 5 years.
Okay.
And then he came back. My uncle ran it while he was away.
All right.
And then he got right back into it.
Right. Okay. And then when did you come along? 40 something?
Oh, no. I was born at 50.
50.
But at 8 years old, I was working. My job was filling tubes and patching them.
Oh.
That was a big thing then.
That's right.
Tire tubes. So we would junk on Saturdays and I'd patch them, make them full. And then summertime, I used to sell them to a guy in Meriden who sold them to people going to the beach.
Right.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, we did them here a long time.
Yeah, tire tubes and they used to put retreads on
Oh
tires
yeah,
too.
we
Sure.
sold retreads.
My dad did that when he was a teenager.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
Okay.
We did a lot
So
of
you
stuff.
started the yard right here.
Right here. Well,
Okay.
originally it was just, we had a boathouse here,
Okay.
wooden, and then they built that, and then they built this, and then we built that.
And then you wound up going across the street too.
Well, he bought that across the street at 50-foot lots,
Oh,
but he staggered them so nobody could buy them in between.
okay.
He was a son of a bitch.
He was clever.
Yeah, no, and yeah, that's about it. And then,
Well, for those of you who know anything about antique Buicks, that engine tag right there says Buick on it. There's an engine that's in there, still complete with some exhaust and intake pipes. The front axle is in it, and it's got spoke wheels. The front bumper's laying there, which was knocked out of the support on the driver's side. There's a front fender with the spoke wheel over on this side. The cowl is there with the steering column. The transmission is in it. There's not much left in the back of the body, but it also has a spoke wheel. There's the fuel tank. What's left of the other spoke wheel. So, there you go. There's an early Buick. Not really ready for restoration, but hey, there's a few parts here. Now, this is interesting. This is an old two-door sedan. Looks like it might have been being built for a hot rod or upgraded for street use. Right next to this one. Somebody cut the top off. It's got the old 6-cylinder or 4-cylinder still in it. Let me see what's in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means there's another one. An old 6-cylinder in it. Front fenders are on it. This one here, except for the running boards, probably a 36. Pretty close on this side, boy. But they look good though. Oh, there's the rear windows. There's the dash. It doesn't look like the rear inner quarters are rotted out either. I'm going to try to go around the front. This will come down further if it wasn't for this tree. There we go. Nice trunk lid. Okay, now I'll get around the front. There we go. So nice stuff on this car. If not for a whole project, it'd be a shame not to build it as a hot rod though. There's a lot of it here. Then this one here, totally different body style. Must have been a four-door trunk back. But they just cut the whole thing apart. I can't see inside that one. But there it is. That's cool. Well, I got two cars here I have to show. There's a little snow, but hey, for my viewers who love Falcons, here's a little two-door sedan from the early 60s. And there's a 55 Chevy two-door sedan. Right from 55. Let's see what I can see about these two. This little Falcon. Now, there's where the floor used to be. The dash is pretty stripped out. But there's a stock steering wheel. It was an automatic, so there's no standard parts. It was a 6-cylinder because it's got 4 lug wheels, and there's the valve cover. The back seat is covered in stuff, but there's a back seat there. The back window's good. That trunk lid might be good. And then the 55 Chevy, well, everything I'm looking at seems to be rusted through. But when they've been in a junkyard for many years, that's the way they are. That's the way it is. So here's the interior. There's no doors, obviously. It was a standard shift car, but the clutch pedal's gone. Everything's missing out of the dash. And it's got a 6-cylinder still sitting there, so that bell housing's not much good. So it's a 55 Chevy two-door sedan, but there ain't much left here to pick off of. Okay, here's another spot at Chick's. It's actually across the road, away from the railroad tracks, but here's a bunch of 40s and 50s. And a big piece of his old lot. I'm going to show what I can, get around the trees. A 53 or 4 Chevrolet two-door sedan. That long spear there from that quarter is good. As is the one on the door by the looks. So that's a two-door long spear. For a 53 or 4, I'll get around the front and look. Here's a Chrysler two-door sedan. A lot of interior still there. The original seat skeleton with some material on it. Driver's door, window, side window. Both sides of the windshield, a little smoke at the bottom. They're not smashed, but they're... It's a 63 Chevy two-door hardtop Impala. Not much left there. I'll go to the front. There's the front of that, and it is a 53 Chevy with a tree growing right up through it and out the windshield. This 63. Not a whole lot left. It was an automatic. Well, they're trying to protect an engine here with a piece of tin. It is a small block. 2-barrel setup, no high performance. There's a Galaxy 500. 2-door hardtop. Well, there's what's left of a Edsel. There's some little pieces, parts, and it was a 2-door hardtop. There's a, well, it could be a 64 Chevy. Nope, that is a Buick. There you go. Nope, it's an Oldsmobile. And here's what's left of a 56 Chevy. There's 2 of them. 56 Chevy 4-door sedans. The 210 and the Bel Air. The 210 is a 6-cylinder. There's nothing left there. The 56 was a V8. There's the V on the trunk. It was a 265. Not much here. Not even to pick off of. A good piece of stainless, but there's lots of them around for a 4-door. And it was an automatic, so there's nothing else in there that's any good. Nope, a couple pieces of stainless. That's all that's left of these 2 4-door sedans. Unfortunately, there's the 265, which means there's nothing left of that. So there's nothing covering it. So that pretty much covers that. And what do we have over here? This looks like it could be a Buick Skylark. I'll have to check a little further, but I wanted to show this old 4-door here. 4-door trunk back. This is a little 2-door sedan. No front seat left. Automatic transmission. I think it's an Oldsmobile. Bashed in the back here. I can't see the other side. Well, there's a little emblem. I think that's an Oldsmobile. But it's a 2-door hardtop, and look at that door. The stainless is nice. Even the piece that runs along the tire here and goes down under, wraps under, that didn't get destroyed when it got hit. Here's a little prize. There's another 30s sedan. Somebody had to get a new windshield cowl and support out of it, so it was sold. But front half of the frame's cut off and gone. But there's a couple little pieces left. I'd like to know what that 4-door is. See if I can see something on the trunk. I don't know. Well, this is a standard shift car because it's got a clutch pedal. I can't tell what it is, but it had bucket seats. Not a fold down bench. I don't see any identification. Kind of makes me think it's a Sunbeam. That's questionable. Alright, that 4-door has no trunk lid. It was a trunk back. I can't tell what it was. Doesn't matter. If you have one and you're looking for any pieces for one, you'll know what it is. And you'll be able to call Tony at Chicks. Look at that. Got doors, fenders. Man, everything's slippery around here in this snow. Ah, look at that. P-O-N. Well, that's a pretty good indication that this is a Pontiac. There you go. Super Deluxe. Pretty rotten, but that must be a 46 Ford, maybe 47. Super Deluxe 4-door sedan. What else do we have here? Oh, pretty rusted. Well, there's a cowl. And that's a 2-door sedan. It's got the original seat in it, which is half the battle of finding a good seat skeleton for an original. The window's not broken, the door, but the door's, I would say the door's a little loose. Yep. Didn't latch. Okay, what's this? Oh, here's the other side of this two-door sedan. That door's still on the hinges, but there's not much here. Okay. Gotta find my way to some more oldie stuff. Oh, there's an old Coronet. It is a two-door sedan. Yeah, two-door sedan. The body's all here. There's a Cutlass two-door sedan. Automatic brake pedal. Well, here's another pickup. Been partially cut away, but it was used hard. Had a plow on it. It is a V8 something. Passenger's door skins coming away from the door. It is a step side short bed. And somebody converted the automatic shift there to something a little more modern, but it doesn't matter. There's not much left now. Okay. An old Blazer. This is another pickup. Yep, step side. That cab's pretty rotted, but there's parts here. All the sheet metal from the nose fenders out is gone, but the fenders are there. Here's another one. Step side. .355 first series. That met with a pole or something pretty hard. It destroyed that. It was a V8 too. It's still there. It was a two-door hardtop. Well, there's the factory bench seat. Automatic shift car. Pretty bad. Maybe some little stuff still good on it. There's another 53 or 4 Chevy, but that's a 4-door. I don't want to put much time into walking around that. This looks like a Comet 2-door sedan. Early 62, maybe 3. There's a factory seat. 2-door sedan, no doors, no engine. Here's another Comet 2-door sedan. So there's 2 of them side by side. If somebody's got a project and you want to call Tony, there you go. There's 2 of them side by side. Wow. Here's an old Ford pickup. Look at that nice grill. The bumper plating is all missing, but the bumper's not smashed anywhere. That could be blasted and painted. The hood's there. The fender's complete. The door and fender have two small holes down at the bottom. There's a factory seat. It was a standard shift truck because there's a clutch pedal. A lot of knobs and stuff on the dash are complete. Yep, there it is right there. And you put the gas right there. Look at, there's an old spare tire carrier hanging right there on the side of this fleet side. They're usually in step sides. And that old pickup is right in front of the square bird. And there's the back of that pickup with the tailgate. It's all rotted along the bottom. But the rear bumper's there. It's in the ground. It's probably not any good either. I come around here, and this is down the other side. Yep, here's a square bird. Here's a two-door sedan Dodge. It's been around a while. Pretty rotten. This square bird still has the seats in it. Not a whole lot here. Looks like we're kind of in the Ford country. There's a Pinto, a Mustang, a newer Mustang. Oh, there's a horn. Steering wheel. That steering wheel could probably be rebuilt. Yeah, they had a big block under there. Something pretty good size. V8. Yeah, at least the passenger's door is there with good trim on it. Okay, where do I go from here? Climb through more trees, I guess. Well, here's an old F-85 Oldsmobile. And this one here has got the insignia that says it had a V8 in it. The V8's still there. Not much good though, since somebody cut the whole top of the hood off. But it was a two-door sedan. Oh, the original split bench seat is still there. And believe it or don't, there's a floor shifter. And the floor shifter says R, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. And it's still there because it's still mounted. F-85 Olds, two-door sedan, V8 4-speed. I bet you Tony'd sell that as a whole unit. The drivetrain's worth buying because the rear end's still in it too. And what do we have? A couple of Mustangs here. A 65 or 6, a 67 or 8. Looks like this piece is parts cars, but they're in the junkyard. And they were both 6-cylinder cars, so they're still sitting here. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. That one ain't even pretty enough for a lawn ornament. Another little two-door Comet. And then whatever that is, that's the station wagon right next to the Comet. The lower tailgate still has the information we need to identify this as a station wagon. And it says Hillman. There is a Hillman 4-door station wagon, and the rear tailgate lower part looks really good. The rear bumper looks salvageable. This would have to be plated. It's got a ding in it. No. Tail lights are in it. The upper hinge is broken, but the glass isn't. All the stainless down the side, it's all straight. A Hillman station wagon. Here's another Mercury Comet, and this is a station wagon. Oh, slipped. I almost sat on that Buick trunk, but I didn't. Anyway, Mercury Comet wagon. 4-door. Stainless is all the way down the side. None of the glass on this side or the tailgate upper is broken. I can't tell if there's anything still under the hood, but it was probably a 6-cylinder because it's only got 4 lugs on the wheel. Got the whole nose sitting up on the hood, so I can't get any closer. But it's another Mercury Comet, a parts vehicle. If you wanted to come pick or negotiate with Tony, it was a automatic transmission car, but pieces parts is pieces parts. Well, that's a telltale. It says Buick 8 right on the hood. That would be 40-ish, late 30s, and it's a super 4-door. Somebody jumped on the roof, but a lot of it's still here and a lot of it's still good. Well, will you look at this? I was told there was one of them here, a 57 Chevy Convertible. Yep, that's what it was. And there was one here at one time. But what's left? Well, you can see what's left is rust. Yep, there's the big X that supports the frame on a convertible from the mid-50s. And it was a V8 car, but the VIN tag was missing because somebody took it or it fell off. And the frame is all rotten where it comes down to the rear spring hangers, which is what happened to a lot of them. And this here, this was not only a V8, but this was a V8 power pack car, because there's the bracket that held the gas and fuel and brake line coming from the other side of the frame up onto the rear end into the gas tank. So this was a V8 power pack, 283, most likely an automatic. Most of them were. But you know what? Could have been a standard. Look at these levers. It's got 2 levers. Might have been a stick car. Yeah, there's the bracket for the clutch ball. And there's your V8 mounts on the inner part of the engine cradle. So, too bad, but that's where a lot of them went. Battery's done. Bye. Alright, Tony, I walked down the street with you into your garage, and up on that lift is a 53 Ford Custom Line with a V8 in it.
Automatic transmission.
Automatic.
Automatic.
Automatic. And it's for sale?
Yep.
Now, it's just been driving, got little dings and stuff, but really clean looking.
It's clean. I just don't have the time to restore it. I wish I did.
2-door sedan.
A lot of potential.
Yeah. Now, what V8 is that?
The flathead.
The flathead, the original 53.
Yep. Because on this way there's a Continental kit on it, which is a very rare dog.
Oh, yeah, Continental kit on a Custom Line, yeah. There you go, look at that. I mean, it's a pretty old girl, for sure.
It's pretty solid. I bought it, but I just don't have time.
So how many years have you owned it?
About 7.
7 years? Uh-huh.
I had it running 7 years ago, but just don't have time
Yeah.
for it.
So, running a business and everything else that comes along with it. I see you're ready for snow. Snow tires.
The old recaps, as you and I were talking about before.
Really? Original recaps, no kidding. Yeah, my dad used to do that.
Yeah.
Before he got his college degree, he worked in a tire shop and got a college degree.
Saxon tires. You know how long they've been going?
Saxton?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A-S-A-O-N.
P215 75
15.
D15.
P215 7515. That was like the old 670s or 710.
Right. But yeah.
It's in pretty good shape, I mean.
But do you know what the odometer is on it? The mileage? No.
The interior is nice too. I think it was done over, but the interior is still.
Uh-huh. Oh, yep, from the front. I got it from the back. Yep. So if anybody's interested in it, you'll take it down off the lift.
Yep.
Okay. And that's where I am today. Chick's Auto Parts, Wallingford, Connecticut, on North Cherry Street Extension.
You say you like old cars, you say you like old trucks. If you've been looking for one and you've had no luck, well, come along with us, a trip down memory lane, on a walkabout. You'll be glad that you came.